Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So we're still continuing on with the weapons script. In the last lesson we got the code in place so we could switch between weapons. Now obviously when we switch from one weapon to another, we need to switch out the weapon model. And we're going to do this by enabling and disabling renders. Now, I know we don't have the models in place in the scene as yet. I will cover that in a video. But I thought it would be good to get the code in place now so it's all ready for us. So when we do actually put the models into the scene, we can test the script out straight away. So with that said, I'm going to come to the first state, unequipped, and I'm going to put all these at the very top of each block. So I'm going to come here and we're going to say renderer, and then we want an array. So open and close the square brackets. Let's give this a naming convention of, let's say, underscore pistol. Yeah, pistol renderers. Equal. And we're going to say game object dot. And then we want to find game object with tag. We'll open and close brackets. We'll come inside. And we'll say pistol. And don't worry, we will set up all these tags later. We'll say dot, and then we want to get components, and it's actually get components, and we want in children. We'll open and close brackets, and then we'll open and close again, and we'll close the line off. We'll come inside this first set of brackets here, and we'll say renderer. So in fact I'm going to enter there, and let's get some comments in. So we'll break this line up and we'll say let's say the pistol render is equal to. So we're getting all the renderers. So for the game object, everything that renders, and we create an array because I realise some of you, for your weapons, may have multiple renderers actually creating a said weapon, in this case pistol. So that's how this works. An array of renderers, our naming convention. Let's just enter there as well. Let's break this line down. So then we find is equal to, yeah, let's say is equal to find pistol game object. And then we'll come to this part and we'll say, and then find the renderers. Or yeah, that will do for the comments. I think that makes sense, or I hope it makes sense to you all. So an array of renderers, this naming convention, we find the pistol game object, and as I said, we'll set up the tags later, and then we get all the renderers that are normally in the child of the game object. And we'll come here. In fact, I'll not leave a line space this time. I'm going to put it here, and you'll see why in a moment. And we'll say for each, we'll open and close brackets, renderer, and then we want the, let's give this another temp name, and let's say pistol render temp in, and then we want this array. pistol renderers, we'll come to the end of the line, and let's get this into comments now actually, and we'll say for each renderer in the array, let's say, and yeah, let's leave it at that for the moment. And we'll come to the next line and we'll say, then we'll call the pistol renderer temp dot enabled, and we're going to say equal false. So let's get that into the comments. So we'll say for each renderer in the array, we'll say set to false. In fact, let's say select render to false. So here's the array, here's the naming convention. We then say for each renderer in that array, and then we give it this temp naming convention, and then we say those temp renderers that's in this array will set the enabled state to false. So this will disable the pistol renderer. So I hope this makes sense to you all, and I hope I've explained it as well as I can. But as always, it always helps to read up about these sort of things on the Unity website. And of course, if you do have any questions, please leave them below. And as always, I will try my best to answer for you. But with that said, I'm just copying and pasting all that code in, and then we just need to change the naming convention. So underscore pistol renderers, and we need to change that to the shotgun. So let's just change that, and shotgun. And let's go through and change everything that needs to be changed. So shotgun there. Again, we'll change the comment here. And let's go through. So this now needs to be shotgun renderer temp. And we'll change this to shotgun renderers. And we'll change this. In fact, let's just copy and paste that in, and there we go. So we just need to keep going through and changing everything that needs to be changed. So we have a shotgun, and the next one is the machine gun. And yeah, I'll use the capital there, I think. I don't know why that was sticking on red, but that seems to have cured the issue. So let's go through. Shotgun renderers, or machine gun renderers this time. Let's change the naming convention here. Machine gun renderers, and we'll change what tag we are finding. And it's just a case keep going through and changing everything that needs to be changed. So machine gun render temp to, or in machine gun renderers, and okay. And then we'll change this last variable here. And again, as always, I'll go back and tidy up my comments at a later date off camera, because I realise that doesn't make for a very engaging video if I'm just going through and just tidying comments. But you can do that yourselves off camera, and we're just going through and changing this last one to rifle in all the same places. in, and we'll just change that, and we'll just change the last naming convention here, and we'll just save that off there. We'll downsize, we'll check our console, and everything should be fine. And that's it for the unequipped. So obviously, because we have no weapon equipped in unequipped, obviously we disable all the renderers, and let's just copy everything, so each one for the 4 weapons. And then it's fairly easy, the next part. We're going to copy this into each one of the states. And again, I'm going to put them right at the very top of each state, and finally for rifle. So let's come to pistol, and we just need to change the relevant ones. So pistol, we need to enable the pistol renderer, so we'll set this to true in the last line, and we just need to change the comment, and then we can just carry on. So for shotgun, we'll change it here to true, and again we'll just change the comment there. Machine gun, true here as well, and again true. And then we just need to do the same for the rifle here, and we'll set to true as well there. And then we'll save that off, and I think we'll leave it here for this video. So as I said, I know we don't have the tag set up or even the models in the scene as yet, but I thought it was a good idea to get this code in place. Then when we do start importing game objects, or in this case weapon game objects, into our scene, we can test the script out all in one go. So as I said, we'll end the video here. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.